How are the costs of university and college shared by parents after separation and divorce? Hi, I'm Brian Galbraith. I'm the owner of Galbraith Family Law. We're a law firm of divorce lawyers with offices in Orillia, Barrie, and Newmarket. Normally, child support ends when your child reaches the age of 18 years of age, unless they continue to be in school on a full-time basis, or in the rare instance, they're unable to become independent because of health concerns or other problems. So if your child is in post-secondary education, such as college or university, then the issue is, how are those costs paid? Well, the simple answer is they're shared by both parents in proportion to your incomes. So if your income is double your spouse's income, you'll pay 2/3 and your spouse will pay 1/3 of the actual costs of university. That includes food, residence, books, tuition, and all the other expenses related to post-secondary education. Now, your child is not off the hook. Every child has to make a reasonable contribution to their own education. The amount of that contribution just depends on your child's circumstances, their income, their resources, and funds that might be available to them. If your child takes a year off after high school before going to university or college, you're still on the hook to share in their post-secondary education costs. The obligation to share in the costs of your child's education usually ends after one 4-year degree. But I'll tell you, there have been a few cases where judges have said that obligation to pay for your child's education can continue beyond the first university degree. So this is an important part of the negotiations that we'll engage in. We need to resolve how far each of the parents are going to contribute to their child's post-secondary education costs. And we'll put that in the separation agreement. The obligation to pay monthly base child support according to the guidelines continues unless your child is living away from home. So if your child is out of town for university or college, then for the 8 months that they're gone, there usually is not an obligation to pay base child support. But it depends on the circumstances. In some occasions, there still is an obligation to pay monthly amount depending on how much time the child is spending at home. When the child is home for the summer months, again, the obligation to pay base child support will resume in most cases. So the problem with child support and the post-secondary education costs is that there are a lot of gray elements to it. If you really want to understand your obligation, your best suggestion, best advice I can give you is that you speak with one of our lawyers. We can look at your circumstances and help you determine what your obligation is to the post-secondary education costs. If this video has been helpful, like it or share it or give it a thumbs up. Maybe pass it on to a friend so that they can see it as well. If you are at the point where you're considering whether you have an obligation to share in the cost of post-secondary education, or you have any other divorce-related questions, please come book a consultation with one of our lawyers and we can help you sort it out. Just go to our website, which is www.galbraithfamilylaw.com, and book a consultation with us. It's a no obligation opportunity for you to get more information and make the best decisions for you and your family. Thank you. Good luck.